Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to picture this. Suppose President Kenyatta is keenly, seriously following how Martha Karua is crisscrossing the Mount Kenya region. What do you think is coming to his mind? For me, I want to make a presumption that President Kenyatta might be sitting down and conclusively making two key statements. The first statement is that this is it. And this statement is only waiting after the 9th August when he will be sitting down again and thumping his chest, saying, "Bravo, we did it." And then the second statement that he's making right now is a statement that is derived from what Margaret Thatcher once said, that the moment you want something said, you go ask a man to say it. But if you want something done, you go ask a woman. You know, it has been confirmed in a cross-sectional manner, and nobody is doubting about that. You want something done, go ask a woman. Simple, completely said, and period at the end. In this analysis, I want to tell you what President Kenyatta is banking on for Martha Karua to do for him in the mountain. Because I believe that everybody who is seeing how the outcome of the selection of the running mates for the presidential aspirants, whatever everybody is seeing going on is a show that, you know, the selections were being anticipated to have two sides of the coin, or to show the two sides of the coin, which of course the first side of the coin was to bring in a picture of a discomfort for one camp, and then the other side of the coin was a comfort for the other camp. And generally that is politics. That is what we always say happens in politics, because in political science they say politics is a zero-sum game. A zero-sum game in the sense that, you know, one must lose in order for the other to win. You cannot have two winners, okay? You only have two winners when it is a negotiated deal. But in politics where there is a competition, one side must lose and the other side must win. And so, being specific here, where I'm looking at what is happening in Azimio, you know, President Kenyatta is a happy man right now. And he is a happy man based on how the decision was arrived at to make Martha Karua the running mate. Leave alone what the likes of Kalonzo Musyoka was saying, that the moment Martha Karua will be unveiled as the running mate, then it will be met with a strong opposition. You know, that is something that has been rejected. And as time has it, you know, it has been disqualified. It has completely been buried as something that was holding no water at all. And it is showing that Kalonzo is not a serious player and doesn't have enough information about what a woman can do and how things are turning out to be in reality. He is now regretting in a manner. There's only one area that the Azimio team must give attention to, and that is the area of being careful. And being careful in this sense, they must make sure that the wave that Karua is moving with is maintained until 9th August. Although it might be difficult because, you know, it is calling for the opponent side to have a countermeasure. For instance, you know, William Ruto is out to go for a 5-day tour in the Mount Kenya region. And this is actually coming to go actually this is coming for him to ensure that he goes there and quench the discomfort that has been seen in the mountain based on the choice that he made. And so, you know, a countermeasure that is coming from William Ruto's side, and being that, you know, William Ruto had gone into the mountain and really encroached into the mountain and formed a base, Azimio team must ensure that they be careful with every countermeasure that William Ruto is bringing on board. And this is the time that they need to move with the strategy of a chess master, you know. But I want us to stick to the today's elephant in the room, and that is what President Kenyatta is going to bank on for Martha Karua to do for him in the Mount Kenya region. And you know, Mount Kenya region is always a stronger region. And I always say on the platform that, you know, Mlima Kenya huonekana kwa umbali. I'm not the one who invented that phrase, but it was said by political veteran sometimes back. For example, when you talk of the presidency, you know, 3 of them have come from Mount Kenya region. It is only in 2022 that we are going to have the vote-rich region producing no president at all. And that tells you a lot. They must also have a bigger bargain in the government that is going to come in place because they control the votes. And it is understandable, it is reasonable, okay? A man on a Clafam omnibus will tell you that, you know, there was no way a serious presidential candidate will go for a running mate that is not coming from Mount Kenya. If any of the 2 presidential candidates were to pick a running mate outside Mount Kenya region, it would be a complete doom for them. And that is why they had no option but to pick their running mates from Mount Kenya region. So straight away, I just want to give you, I think there are four reasons or so why President Kenyatta is banking on Martha Karua to be instrumental on his behalf in the Mount Kenya region. So the first thing, you know, Uhuru Kenyatta is banking on Martha Karua to help him regain the stand in the Mount Kenya region. And if you've been very keen, you know, especially yesterday and today, you must have seen that the campaign portrayal of Martha Karua is more of Jubilee portrayal than any other party within the Azimio One Kenya. When Martha Karua is expected to have a streamlined event in the Mount Kenya region, leave alone the day he was being welcomed in the Kirinyaga County after being named as the running mate for RAILA, you know, that was not properly planned. But if you look at the yesterday's event and today's event, which of course I think they are in Nyeri, and they will also be in Murang'a County. If you look at the portrayal of Martha Karua's events, there are more Jubilee events than any other party in Azimio. And of course, we know Jubilee is a party of the mountain. And all along, you know, we've been hearing President Uhuru Kenyatta saying that the Mount Kenya people should not make a mistake of voting for any other party other than Jubilee, because that is the party that they are going to be defined with. Any other party is coming outside the Mount Kenya region might not be for the benefits of Mount Kenya. A politician will tell you that, you know, I will stick by you for a given time, but you know, tomorrow they come with a different narrative. And then that is where friendship ends and enmity starts. And they always say, you know, there are no permanent friends and no permanent enemies in politics. And so President Uhuru Kenyatta is banking on Martha Karua to rebrand the self-Jubilee in the Mount Kenya region. Because if you look at NAK Kenya, you know, Martha Karua is not now moving with the brand of NAK Kenya, because she is the running mate for Azimio and she is representing the entire Mount Kenya, and the facilitators being the Jubilee in the Azimio fraternity and having the majority in the Mount Kenya, you know, she must actually be driven specifically by the aspects of Jubilee party in the mountain. And so look at the leaders who are accompanying Martha Karua in the Mount Kenya region. They are all Jubilee leaders. Bring in the aspect of the smaller parties, which of course were working with the Jubilee party in the first place. So Martha Karua is now moving with the color or the glamour of the Jubilee party in the Mount Kenya region. And President Uhuru Kenyatta is banking on this for him to regain his stand. So when he enjoined the Jubilee machines in the Martha Karua's wave that she has actually attained the moment she was named as the running mate, then it is kind of a rebrand that President Uhuru Kenyatta is looking forward to have in the vote-rich Mount Kenya region. And actually this has given the leaders an avenue to freely move with Martha Karua in the region. Look at the likes of how Kanini Kega in Nyeri, like today they are in Nyeri, how women were really anticipating to see Martha Karua, just seeing her alone in the mountain, and in Nyeri where we have the competitor having the running mate. What does it tell you? You know, it is a rebrand that is being created, and Uhuru Kenyatta is really banking on this. If you take, for instance, if Uhuru Kenyatta was to go by himself in the mountain, you know, it would be an uphill task, because some people would say, you know, the water has spilled, okay? You know, we no longer have a new thing that is coming into play. But look at Martha Karua. You know, you cannot attach Martha Karua to any failure in the Jubilee government. You cannot attach Martha Karua to any kind of mischief in the Jubilee government, but you can only attach her to what new aspect that the Jubilee might be willing to bring to the people of Mount Kenya region. And so this is a rebrand move that President Kenyatta is really banking on for Martha Karua to actually do for him in the mountain. Then number two, which of course is coming based on the point number one, you know, whatever Uhuru Kenyatta could not have delivered for Raila Amolo Odinga, he is now banking on Martha Karua to deliver it. And this is bringing me to the politics of persuasion, okay? If you look at the recent days, and let's just pick from the day Martha Karua was mentioned as the running mate, and even going forward, you know, you will be completely convinced that indeed Mount Kenya really needed somebody who would persuade them to go a different way or to have a change in the mindset. Let's say, for example, they had a mindset about President Uhuru Kenyatta not being able to deliver for the Mount Kenya region. Then Martha Karua is now brought in to bring in a new persuasion, okay? Bring in a new political move, bring in a new political dispensation that the people can start to resonate with.
Watu wetu, hata kama una pesa, iko siku Mungu atakubariki. Azimio ikinyorosha hii nchi, upate pesa yako, uache kukombolewa pesa yako. Tumekubaliana hiyo? Tuwe wangwana, tutaendelea kuleta habari za Azimio hapa. Sasa wacha nikwambie maneno ya baba. Ni kwa nini nikubali kuungana na baba? Ukiangalia historia yake.
And as she develops, as she moves from one point to another, you know, it is only time. They always say time tells. So time will tell whether the people will completely buy the narrative that she is bringing, coupled with persuasion that she is moving with, and to the extent of completely transforming their mindset and making them on a given specified line. And so number three, President Uhuru Kenyatta is also banking on Martha Karua to appeal to the emotions of Mount Kenya region. And this is very key, because politics is about the appeal that a politician makes, especially to their people, the people he is defined with, people you are related with in terms of blood and tribe, which in this case, and as you know, our democracy is still within the yoke of the politics of tribal-based narratives, okay? When you talk of the Kenyan politics, you will still go and talk of the tribal lines. You talk of the Kenyan politics, you will still be reasoning in the tribal lines. So Martha Karua is going to appeal to the emotions of the people of Mount Kenya. For example, you've seen very many times when you see President Kenyatta really trying to dig deeper into the issues of the Mount Kenya region, and again trying to woo the crowd, you know, he goes to an extent of being very personal with the people. And in one of the videos on this channel, you know, I did an analysis where I was telling you how President Kenyatta was really expecting to go and do a one-on-one meetup with the people. And by doing this, you know, he would have created a scenario under which he meets with every individual from, like, for example, let's go village to village, you know, something like that, because he wants the appeal to be actually fronted to the people, and he wants emotions to be raised the moment he talks with the people. And that is another thing that Martha Karua is now taking over from President Uhuru Kenyatta. And because President Kenyatta is now not going to meet the people directly, because somebody who is very effective has come on board, you know, this is one thing that President Kenyatta is banking for Martha Karua to do for him in the Mount Kenya region. And then the last one, which of course is very simple, you know, in the event that Azimio becomes the government of the day after the 9th August, you know, the preparatory activities and the moment Martha Karua was named and the energy that she came up with, if she can sustain this energy, if she can sustain this kind of narrative, and at the end of it, they form the government, it would have meant that she will have brought majority of the vote from the Mount Kenya region. At the same time, she would have changed the narrative, and at the same time, she would have appealed to the emotions of the people of Mount Kenya. And then what does that tell you? If she becomes the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, history shall have been set as the first woman to be the deputy president from Mount Kenya region. She shall have climbed the ladder to a given position of becoming the Mount Kenya Supremo. If you combine all this, every move that she makes, if they bear fruits after 9th August, she will be the Mount Kenya Supremo. She will be the one responsible for the matters of Mount Kenya, and everything will change like never before. That is also one thing that President Kenyatta is banking on. And what is the benefit that President Kenyatta is going to have when all this shall have happened? The only benefit is she will be proud enough. I mean, he will be proud enough to have groomed, facilitated, and ensured that Martha Karua takes over from him at the Mount Kenya Supremo. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you have from my side, but let's meet in the next video.